depth this season compared to last season?
That's a tough one. I think that this year we have a deep team. I thought last year we did as well, but we didn't go that deep into the bench that often last year. Whereas this year, I feel like we already have a little bit, and some guys have gotten minutes. It's been great opportunities for them, and younger guys. Andrew's gotten some minutes. Miles had a great performance on the weekend. So I think that the depth is there. It's important to have if we're going to make a run and be at the top of the table all year long and try and make a run in Open Cup, various tournaments. So it's important to have that depth, and I think the more that these younger guys with less experience get a little bit of time, the more you can rely on them. So it's important.
Is it helpful for all those guys to get that first experience at home? A lot of this stuff.
Yeah, usually it's helpful. Road games can be tough, but Andrew Wheeler did it on the road. He had a good performance. Those guys will take it whenever they can get it, and they need to be ready for it whenever they're called upon. So, ideally, of course, in the confines of home is great, but whenever the time comes, those guys need to be ready, and they have been. So, it's a testament to them.
Other than the crowd support and the attendance, what have been the reasons that y'all have been so good at home, scoring so many goals this season and last season?
The field plays in our favor because of the size, because of the speed of it. I think on turf, attackers have an edge. It's just a little bit tougher for defenders to react and to turn. Not that our attackers need that extra edge, but I think they have it. The speed of the turf is real. When it's wet, the ball just moves really fast. And when you have somebody like Tito or Miguel dribbling the ball on turf, they're just taking off, and they're just impossible to defend one-on-one. So, I think the combination of those two things makes it difficult, and obviously we get a boost from the fan support.
Having played on the Yankee Stadium field, and then having played quite a few games on Mercedes-Benz, how would you describe the difference in the size of the fields?
Complete opposites. The smallest field in the league to one of the biggest. I don't know exactly everyone's dimensions, but we have to be one of the biggest, or we're right there at the biggest. So it's a totally different game.
New York itself, just about their offensive attack with Villa and Moralez as a midfielder, and challenges they present for you.
Yeah, they're a good team. They're just balanced all around. Their attack is difficult because they build out of the back. They try and create overloads. They get a lot of numbers around the ball and create advantages, and then all of a sudden they switch the ball and they've got a one-on-one. Moralez is very good at finding space in the midfield, behind the defensive midfielders' backs and between the center backs. So he's definitely a guy that we have to make sure, like any number 10 in this league, that we get pressure on. The less time those guys have to pick up their heads, the better it is for us defending Villa, because his movement is so good. But we'll be able to watch them tonight. They have a game tonight, so if their starters are out there, it'll be a good tool for us to watch tonight.
It's not every day that guys from FIFA show up to practice. Kind of strange.
It was a little strange having so many suits out here today, checking everything out. But it's big things around here, and so it's a fun time to be a part of the club.
Is this a set the bar game?
Sorry?
Is this a set the bar type game?
No, I don't think so. I really don't like games that people say are statement games or anything like that, because anybody can go out and have a good 90 minutes. Just because you play one good 90 minutes and get a good result doesn't mean all of a sudden you're a contender or a non-contender. We had a terrible opening game of the season. That doesn't mean that that's a recipe for disaster. Just like if we go out there and spank New York City, it doesn't mean that we're going to win the league. So for sure we're going to be up for it because they're the best team and one of the best teams in the league right now at the top, and they have been for the last few years. So definitely we know that it's going to be a challenging game, but at the same time, I don't put too much into any particular game until we get to playoffs.
Mike, you talked to us after the game and said that you were basically coaching him and Miles during Saturday. Give your thoughts on that and how you think they did.
Yeah, I think they did very, very well. It was a tough ask for Mikey to go out there first start of the season and play against Rossi and Blessing, two really good dynamic strikers who have a lot of confidence leading into the game, and I thought he shut him down. He did everything that we asked of him. Miles the same way. He's been waiting for this opportunity, and I told him before the game, this is it. You got to take advantage of it, and he did. And out there on the field, I just trying to help him as best I can, doing little things, just communicating, letting him know that we're always there, right behind him. Don't worry about making mistakes, that type of thing. But I thought those guys did fantastic, and they earned other opportunities going forward. So kudos to them.